Hello and welcome to this brief introductory video. My name is Andrew and today I'll be discussing with you the Return on Investment tool, which has been developed by the CII Community for Business Advancement Performance and Benchmarking Subcommittee. Firstly, let's have a look at the purpose of the tool. This tool is meant to support AWP champions in developing and communicating a credible AWP business case to company management. It will provide an estimated return on investment, or ROI, based on CII data relating to project total installed cost and duration. To do this, we've looked at two primary scales: AWP implementation category, which we're labeling as workplace planning, basic AWP or full AWP, and organizational maturity, which relates to, is this the first time you're doing AWP? Are you doing it regularly? Or is it a company standard practice? This tool is recommended specifically for projects starting in the range of $5 million and above, and should be applied to a single project. It's not yet tailored to suit a portfolio of projects. So now we'll have a quick look at the contents of the tool. Firstly, we have an introduction section which explains what the tool is, how it was developed, and some of the basics around the mechanics of how the tool works. Then we come to the key data entry field. So one of the most important things we wanted to make sure with this tool was that the data entry could be extremely simplified. So what you see here, the 5 fields we have on the right hand side, that's all you need to enter. If all you tell us is TIC, construction duration, cycle time, and select your AWP implementation category and organizational maturity, you will get an ROI result. So the tool will spit out a result based on preset values that we've put into the system that do a lot of the calculations for you. You also then have the opportunity to review all of those preset values and overwrite them so you can tailor the tool to your company. The savings that we've used is based off information derived from CII's Research Team 319. So this is well-established best practice AWP related data. So we're not trying to provide new statistics for savings. We've taken these savings directly from 319 and built them directly into the ROI tool. So this is where you'll see the savings improve based on the category that you're using and whether this is early implementation, regular implementation, or a company standard practice. So this is the only area of the tool that is not user configurable because this is based on that CII best practice. The tool will also give you a summary of your costs, which include things like engineering impact, additional people that you'll need to support AWP on your project. So in this, we include things like AWP lead. We have also things like construction manager and operations rep. Those aren't additional positions. The intent there is that those people are on the project earlier, and therefore we have to capture their costs for longer than we would do on a non-AWP project. So some of these, like the specifically identified AWP leads, are new positions, and some of these are just considered to be on the project for a greater duration. Then we also have workplace planners, and lastly, we consider a cost for the software stack to support AWP. Once you've done the data entry in the very beginning, you can also see graphical results. So on the left-hand side, what we're showing is your return on investment based off the category that you chose. So the blue bar represents your cost, the green your total savings, and obviously the orange is the difference between those two that represents the return on investment. The tool also calculates to say if you select that you're just doing workplace planning or basic advanced work packaging, the tool will also look at what you could have achieved if you'd used full AWP, our category D. So this gives you kind of a target to aim for future projects. Some of the key features of the tool. So like I was saying, we've looked at 3 primary categories, but as a baseline, we also included category A, which is traditional, meaning you're not doing AWP. So obviously the ROI for that is always going to return as 0. Category B, you're just doing workplace planning. You're in the construction phase only, and you're just doing IWPs for your key disciplines. Category C, you're starting to get into AWP, so you're starting to do some planning activities during the engineering stages. You're doing things like path of construction, constructability process, you're integrating with procurement, and you're creating IWPs for all disciplines. Once you get into category D, you're doing full AWP. So you're doing all the necessary planning activities starting right in the FEL phases, select and define. You have complete alignment of engineering, procurement, construction, and commissioning and startup. And you're creating work package types for module installation work packages, testing, turnover, all work package types. As I mentioned earlier, the tool is fully customizable. So we will show you in each of the sheets what the system default values are. And for each of these, you have the option of saying, okay, I know for my project that the rate for this is going to be different. So you can put a user-defined value in every single sheet with the exception of the savings tool. So for each sheet, you can say, if we've estimated $100 an hour for a particular trade or person, and for you it's going to be $80 an hour, you can put that value in and the system will use your value and overwrite the system-based calculation. Okay, that's a brief introduction to the tool itself. In terms of a call to action, if anyone would like to join the Performance and Benchmarking Subcommittee, we'd be happy to hear from you. Please feel free to reach out to one of our co-chairs, and we've made it nice and easy. Both of us are called Andrew. Email addresses are right there. We would be very interested in having new opinions and new information brought to this so we can continue to develop. We're looking at other things now after just putting together the ROI tool. So the Performance and Benchmarking Committee will continue to look into other areas. And lastly, thank you very much to the team who helped put this tool together for all their hard work. Thank you very much, and if anyone has any questions, we look forward to hearing from you.